If you struggle with shyness or social anxiety, check out our free No BS training course with actual useful advice you can do from home. None of that just get out there nonsense. The link is in the description below. For now, let's get to today's question.
The question, what advice can psychopaths give on shyness and social awkwardness? Answer by Athena Walker. I have written answers about what to do in social situations to be more adept at them. I don't know how to overcome shyness or social awkwardness. I would guess there is something having to do with fear there. Worry about what they might think of you. My question is, why do you care? What's the worst that can happen? That they don't have real power in your life. It's a momentary flash of being uncomfortable. That isn't anything. It has no impact on the rest of your experience in the world unless you let it. Here is what I have said about getting on with people in social situations. Give them a try. See how it goes. Athena Walker's answer to what makes psychopaths so good at being charming. Athena Walker's answer to are there any communication skills psychopaths learn by observing normal people? The lack of fear and social rejection certainly helps. We never worry about being thought poorly of, because we don't care. Many of us spend a great deal of time learning things, so we have a broad spectrum of knowledge. We also have interesting stories because we do the things we want to do, and that leads to a collection of interesting events that can be called upon should we find a need. We also listen. I cannot stress that enough, and I have mentioned it in previous answers. People want to feel heard. It makes them feel important and that they matter. The single greatest thing you can contribute to a conversation is not only your undivided attention, but also not having the next thing you want to say on the tip of your tongue. This action causes a person to have certain cues that the other person can pick up, and it will make them feel disregarded. The conversation becomes a competition for time, and the person will not be as receptive to you. Our body language is open, not closed off. We are able to remember details about the person should we see them again. We know how to use positive words to relax a person, but at the same time not come on too strong. We also aren't looking to get something out of the conversation. We interact with many people. Most of the time we will never see the other person again. However, we do have the ability to make that person feel as though what they had to say was important, heard, and then leave the conversation in an elevated mood from when they entered it. We do this subtly and without making it seem forced. Add to that an easygoing persona, seemingly warm presentation, and interesting conversation. Charming people is really quite easy. Oh, so many. 1, and this one will start and end my list. People want to be heard. Most of the time they aren't. Give them the opportunity to feel that you are hearing them, you understand them, and you are present with them. They will tell you their life story. 2. The conversation is never about you. Not ever. It's about them. It is how you are going to find what they want and need to bring about a good conclusion. If you are about what you want, they won't be open to hearing it. Make them know that you want them to feel fulfilled and they will have an overwhelming desire to return the favor. 3. You don't know the story. You think you do? You are hearing them speak and you are applying your experience? In doing so you are not listening. It might turn out that you do have information that will be useful, but the moment you stop listening is the moment that you lose the upper hand. Stories are unique. Things in them, however, are different. The minutiae, it matters. Pay attention. 4. Fights are almost never about what the fighting started about. Topics and issues. You were fighting a topic, you didn't call when you said, the garbage didn't go out, the dog crapped in the house, and you are missing the issue entirely. They aren't upset about you not calling, their ex cheated on them and they still are feeling the sting. Garbage didn't go out, but who cares? You don't see that you both work 40 hours a day, but your partner is handling the house and kids while you complain that you're tired. The dog crapped in the house. You bought the dog and didn't ask me. Now it's an added burden and you don't think that it should matter to me, but it does. You never hear me. 5. Emotions lie to you. All the damn time. They have no interest in the betterment of your life, they don't have that level of consciousness. You do, however. You are reacting, not thinking. Stop. Think about what you are saying, what you are doing, what you are planning to do. 6. If you cheat, your need to tell your spouse has not one damn thing that they have a right to know. Do not sell yourself this nonsense bill of goods. They don't need to know, you need them to. You need to tell them because you feel guilty. Not because you did it. Let's be honest, if that were a factor, you wouldn't have cheated to begin with, but rather it's this. You need them to tell you that it's okay. You need them to stay and forgive you. This has not one thing to do with you feeling guilty for them. It's you feel like shit that you did it until they tell you that it's okay. You are scared to lose them now, and you think you can mitigate your damages. It's weak, and that's pathetic. You have a brain. If you want someone else so badly that you are willing to violate their investment in you, stand up and own it. Leave first. At least have some honor. 7. You have this amazing ability to have a lot to say and never saying a word. I have no idea if this comes from the fear of the reaction, or what it is. If you have something to say, pardon the language, fucking say it. Stop dicking around and expecting everyone to read your damn mind. Speak. Or shut up and accept the lot in life that you are deeming yourself worthy of. Just stop complaining already. You have vocal cords, use them. 8. You manipulate. All of you. Some are better than others, but you are all dancing the dance of manipulation every day. If you think that you aren't, you are lying to yourselves. Manipulation is a part of human nature. Do you know what that means? You are being manipulated by almost everyone you know. If you learn how to hear it, you will hear it all the time. It might be enough for you to be aware that it is happening, but knowing when and where might sort of wreck your world. The fact you don't realize it though? That's something you should probably look at. Which brings me to my next point at 9. Stop believing everyone you meet. Seriously. You people give your trust away like an unwanted dog. It's embarrassing. Someone blows in your ear, or calls you a good-looking catch and you jump on like it's the last train out of hell. Also, you sacrifice yourselves to do things for others that not only expect it of you, but instead of being grateful will chastise you for not giving up your time, your money, your energy and your project. You know who you are, and you do this all the time. Stop it. Seriously, knock it off. Do you think those people are going to become grateful and nice people? Yeah, and there is a fairy that lives in the garden hose that makes the sun rise every morning. They will use you until you are a dried up husk. And guess what? They're not a psychopath. They're just like you. Assholes come in all brain configurations. 10. Listen to people. When you already have a response formulated in your head and you are waiting for them to take a breath so you can blurt it out. Yeah? You're not listening, you're being an ass. Listening means actually hearing their words, considering them carefully, and then formulating a response that is related to what they say. I thought people would know this, but no, they don't. I see this happen all the time. Someone tries to make a point and the why are cut off by someone that clearly knows more and just has to be heard right that second. I don't care if you disagree with what you think they are going to say. Shut up and hear them. You have no idea how you should or shouldn't react. You haven't even heard them speak yet. This happens to me. I begin to speak, and the other person assumes they know what I am about to say and already believes that I don't know what I am talking about. They cut me off and internally I smile. That's so cute. You think you're smart. You should be fun to play with. You don't want to hear me? No problem. I can make you so angry by the time this is over that you are nearing an aneurysm and I will think it's funny. Let's play. It's better to hear the person you are with in the first place. It saves time, confusion, arguments, sanity, and effort. Someone like me might see you as a fun afternoon. Your spouse on the other hand might get fed up and file the divorce papers. So, above all, stow the ego. If you can't find it, it's that thing you're tripping over. Answer by James Hafer-Laren. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you. Answer by Chris Stevens. I don't know that they really can. Being shy is about being afraid. Why would you ask someone who is not afraid about something they cannot really understand? Unassertive can be from either fear or just not caring about what other people think. If it's fear-based, it's still the same question. Why are you afraid? It makes no sense. If it's not caring and it's causing issues, then take interest in those issues and how to make them go away. If someone is being a jerk, you have the options of laugh, cry or get pissed off. Pick your poison. If you want to look at it more in depth, you can find amusement in someone else's stupidity. The crying is most likely from understanding that they might be right and not being willing to accept it, so stop being afraid of yourself. Pissed off is either because you know they're right and you don't like it, or because you know that they are wrong and it's irritating. If it's because you know that they're right, stop hiding from yourself. You aren't helping anyone that way. If it's because you know that they're wrong, getting pissed off has consequences.